Today, I'm building the highest potential team in NBA 2k25. Now, there are a few rules. Every player must be a maximum of 21 years old, and for every position, we'll pick the 2 players with the highest potential, one to start and one to come off the bench. So let's begin with the point guard position. Keontae George has been absolutely balling out for the Jazz in real life, and he has an 88 potential at only 21 years old, and he's already a 79 overall, but he doesn't make the team. Anthony Black is only 20 years old and a 78 overall, but even he doesn't make the team with an 88 potential. Rob Dillingham though, on the Timberwolves, who's a 74 overall at only 19 years old, has a potential rating of 89, gets into the team, but only good enough for the bench. Our highest potential point guard has started off slow in real life, but has a crazy potential of 92. Scoot Henderson is our starting point guard. Now this is our lowest rated starter, so just imagine how good the rest of this team is going to be. And of course, once we build the team, we're going to put it to the test. I want to see if the best young stars in the game can win a championship. Now it wouldn't be fair to attempt this in the first season because most of these guys are nowhere near their potential, so we're going to simulate through the first 5 seasons. But now we're continuing building the roster with the shooting guard position. Now this position is absolutely stacked. Dyson Daniels, who has had a great start to the season, is an 82 overall at only 21 years old with a potential rating of 90, but he doesn't make it. We then have Stefan Cassell, who's 5th in Rookie of the Year voting right now and has a 91 potential, but even he doesn't make the team. Both Amen Thompson and Jared McCain have a 92 potential rating, but we have to pick one. And we're going to go with Jared McCain as he is slightly younger. But even at a 92 potential, he has to come off the bench, because Brandon Miller has a 94 potential and is an 82 overall at only 21 years old. I mean, I'm not surprised. He's been going absolutely crazy this season so far. It's now time to pick our small forwards, and it's the time with the French in the NBA as both players are from France. Our small forward to come off the bench is Bilal Koulibaly, who's an 80 overall at 20 years old with a 91 potential rating, and he's coming off our bench. Our starter is the number 1 overall pick, Zachary Risichle, who is only 19 years old and already a 77 overall and has a 93 potential rating, so he goes straight into the starting lineup. Now an honourable mention of the small forwards, we have Jalen Wells, who has an 88 potential and is currently 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting. Now this is really where the team starts to heat up. Let's get our power forwards. The 5th overall pick, Ron Holland, has an 87 potential, but that isn't good enough. Jabari Smith Jr., who is a former 3rd overall pick, is an 81 overall at 21 years old with 91 potential, making him our bench power forward, but he doesn't even come close to the starter. This player is a former Rookie of the Year. He was an All-Star in his 2nd season and has had a 50-point game this season. This is, of course, Paolo Banchero, who is a 90 overall at 21 years old with a 98 potential rating, the highest potential on this team so far. Now for the centers, and if you thought the power forwards were stacked, wait until you see these players. Derek Lively, who has just come off a finals appearance in his rookie season, is an 83 overall at only 20 years old and has a potential rating of 89, but even he doesn't make the roster. The number 2 overall pick and the current leader to Rookie of the Year, Alex Sarr, is only 19 years old, but already an 81 overall, and he has a potential rating of 91. And he's coming off our bench. And now for the starting center, the highest potential player on the roster, the future of the NBA, to nobody's surprise, Victor Wembanyama. He comes in at a 95 overall at only 21 years old and has a 99 potential rating. We've now assembled the highest potential team in the NBA 2k25. This is how they line up. Let's simulate the first season. Luka was the league MVP, but we did have Wemby winning both Defensive Player of the Year and Most Improved Player. Here's a look at all the players' stats for the season, but unfortunately we did not make the playoffs with a record of 35 and 47. But let's go see how we progressed after year 1. So here's the player progression and it looks amazing. Everyone's got the green arrows. The biggest jumpers were Scoot Henderson and Rob Dillingham with +6. Wemby's up to a 97, Banchero up to a 92. We're looking good heading into Season 2. So this is what the lineup looks like. Let's simulate Season 2. Luka gets another MVP and Wembanyama also gets another Defensive Player of the Year. So look at all the players' stats for the season, and we finished with a record of 53 and 29, making us a 5 seed. Let's see how we do in the playoffs. We're up against the Pelicans in the first round, who we beat in a game 7. We then go up against the Timberwolves, who we lose to in a game 7, but at least we're making some progress. So here's a look at the player progression after season 2, and we are cooking. Everyone's still improving. We're gonna have a team of 90s in no time. So this is what the lineup's currently looking like, and Bilal Coulibaly has actually overtaken Zachary Rissecher and taken his starting spot. Let's simulate season 3. And we got our first player to win MVP, and who other than Victor Wembanyama, the guy with the most potential. Of course it's going to be him to win MVP, and he also gets Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. He's actually insane. So here's a look at all the players' stats for the season, and we finished with a record of 67 and 15, making us the 1 seed. Let's see if we can do it all this season and win a championship. We're up against the Rockets in the first round, who we end up sweeping.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Now up against the Pelicans, who we beat 4-1 to make it to the conference finals. Against the Timberwolves, and we lose another game 7, but again, we're still showing progress. Let's go see if the players improved. And somehow this Brandon Miller guy has found a way to lower his physicality, and he stayed the exact same rating. At least everyone else is still going up, and we have Victor Wembanyama now at a 99 overall. So here's how we line up. We're looking stacked. Let's simulate season 4. Wemby goes back to back with another MVP and another DPOY. Here's a look at everyone else's stats for the season, and we finished with a record of 73 and 9. Matching the Golden State Warriors with the NBA record, and of course we're the 1 seed. Let's see if we can get that championship. Against the Grizzlies in round 1, who we sweep.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
The Warriors in round 2, who we also sweep.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Now against the Mavs, and we beat them 4-2, and of course, who other than Victor Wembanyama to win Conference Finals MVP. So we have our first finals matchup against the Raptors, and to be fair to them, they do have a pretty good team, but I mean, come on, look at our team. We should be good here. So let's simulate the finals and see how we do. Oh my, I cannot believe what I've just seen. We have just been swept by the Raptors, and Scottie Barnes is finals MVP. There's no way that should be happening with the team we have compared to the team they have. Like, what? Now we've got 1 final season to see if we can win the championship. Hey, I hope we can do it. So the team is still developing, and this is how we line up. We've almost got a team full of 90 overalls now. Let's simulate our 5th and final season. Wemby gets another MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And here's a look at everyone else's stats for the season. We finished with a record of 71 and 11, making us a 1 seed. Let's see if this is the year we can finally get that championship. Against the Rockets in round 1, who we sweep.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Now against the Mavs, then, oh my gosh, we get beat 4-2 against the Dallas Mavericks, and we're eliminated from the playoffs. I don't understand how a team of this caliber, all these 90 overalls, can't win a championship, but I guess we failed the challenge. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. It helps out the channel a lot, and comment any video ideas you want to see in the future. Thanks for watching.